Hi. Should probably turn my mic on and pull it down before I start trying to talk. Doing great. So yes, Nate, do you know the shirt that I wore to the party last weekend? He ate it. And I thought that he had just nibbled a chunk out of the sleeve, which still upset me, but like that's manageable. I can fix that. Yeah, for everyone who isn't Nate, it's just the mock turtle, the black mock turtleneck I've been wearing a lot lately. Um and yeah, so I can deal. I was just gonna fold it over until I had a chance to hem it and fix the sleeve, and I put it on today intending to wear it, and there was a big fucking bite out of it right here, and I can't fix that. And it's not like a tear, it's like he eats a chunk out of it. There's just nothing I could do. I can't fix it. And so I legitimately like kind of broke down and cried a bunch because this is like the millionth thing that he's destroyed recently, and I'm super like it's hard. I just want to have things that I like without my cat fucking ruining them. It's not fair. It really isn't. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, the cool thing, I've mentioned this in Discord, but and yeah, like this feels completely unconnected to me. Like I was a last minute addition to the team and wasn't in some of the most of like the promo and stuff, and wasn't live when it happened. But yeah, Jacksepticeye donated 10 grand to our campaign yesterday, so it was pretty fucking wild, which is really neat. So, you know, we hit our goal. Whoop whoop. I had nothing to do with it, but still. uh, Nate says Daisy does the same. Zyla, you feel for me. I mean, that does make me feel a little bit better. I just like, I would rather have him pee on my shit, I swear to God. Although maybe I wouldn't actually, because I've also had that happen, and that is also not good. But yeah, the shit was crazy, Nate. Like, and it just sucked because like I wasn't even like watching when it happened. I came back to check on you guys like five minutes or less after it happened, and everyone was freaking out. They're just like, what just happened? Nate, you were making sandwiches. Well, yeah, like, and like it was Jen's stream, not mine or Zyla's or whatever. So like, it, I don't know. It doesn't feel real to me because I really wasn't connected to it at all. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, this is technically my team. I'm like, oh well, still, shit's wild. So I mean, to some degree, it almost. Like I've seen, like he did. This is a totally different thing, but at one point he like donated 10 grand to directly to streamers and stuff. But this feels like a little different because like it's money that he probably would have donated anyway. So it's almost a little weird that it's like through us, but like not in a bad way, just in a hard to wrap my head around kind of way. But whatever. Yeah, Jen's name is still number 5th on the top donators or top fundraisers board, which is crazy and good for her. Says Rez, I just want to have nice things, Pabu, but they're tasty. I mean, yeah, apparently. I don't even think it's that it's tasty, it's just that he likes the chew. And like I would say that it's because a lot of my stuff is like polyester spandex blend, so it is nice and chewy, but like he also eats lots of things that aren't that, so I don't know. It's just, I can't win. Esme, your sister had a rabbit that ate shirts too. Fuck, or even ate your favorite hat, so you understand the frustration. Yeah, my ex had a dog at one point that ate my favorite pair of heels that I bought in Italy too, so I was pretty upset about that. Like, they were like a $40 pair of heels, but I got them in Italy when I was 16 and they meant something to me. So, Nate, could I bait him with false items from the thrift shop? See, that's the thing. A lot of the things that he has eaten are the cardigans that I get from the thrift store. But also, I don't want him to eat any fabric because one of these days it's going to literally kill him, and I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, like the cardigans thing is really frustrating. It happens more with the cardigans because the cardigan is a piece of clothing that I am more likely to take off and then forget that I left it out. So I'm pretty sure that is the whole thing with the cardigans, like why it happens to those more often. But at least with the thrift store cardigans, they're easier to replace because they're from the fucking thrift store. I know what to do as what? Feed him a bunch of fabric until he dies? Is that the implication? Hey, Nulgar, how's it going? I'm glad I talked long enough for you to show up before I ruined the end of this game. But yeah, like 10 minutes early, you just came out of the shower. I mean, yeah, I'm not on time. I was contemplating starting earlier today, and I just didn't because I was eating, so whatever. My Sunday schedule is very willy-nilly these days, so he may be a little stinker, but we love him. I mean, I think at this point, you guys might love him more than I do. Oh, there's a capsaicin spray that doesn't smell or hurt cats, but it teaches them not to chew. See, like, I'm willing to try it, but also, like, wouldn't that also be a problem if I put it on my clothes? Like, like, would that hurt? If I, like, doused a shirt in capsaicin spray and I put it on and it's just like you're wearing a shirt of peppers? Because I feel like that would happen. I mean, there are other things that I could spray with that, only if you don't wash them. I mean, I guess, but oh god. Because that would be kind of funny. Also, the first time I ever caught him eating an item of my clothing, it was a pair of my underwear, so not doing that with those. Nulgar, you got a suggestion for me after I finish playing it, I guess, talking about Deliver Us Mars, something short and sweet and lighthearted. Okay, I'm open to that. I do have people coming over in like 3 hours-ish, so I was expecting to finish this relatively quickly and then probably yell about it for a while. So it's definitely going to be a shorter stream today, which is, you know, fine. We wanted to just wrap this up anyway, but depending on, like, what is it? Because, like, if this is something I should download, I should probably start downloading it now. But I would be more willing to do a short demo today than most days, so I'm open to it. Also, the splash screen for this game did in fact change to rockiness with a rover in the background and also a rocket in the background, as opposed to just empty sand. Nate, you're gonna lurk and listen while you do housework. You'll check in later. No worries. Thank you for using me as background noise. I always appreciate when people can stand my voice enough to want it in the background. So, yeah. Esme, you'd love me to see me play Raft, maybe eventually, no pressure. So, we actually talked about doing Raft yesterday for Thankmas, me, Nate, and Zyla. And I'm glad that we ended up doing Satisfactory instead, because I really want to keep doing that with you guys. But I did buy Raft while it's on sale because we talked about it, so I don't know when that'll happen, but it certainly will at some point. So, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna play it on my own, but yeah. and yeah, Nate is saying the same thing. They just bought it as well, and yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down to do it with you guys. I will have to schedule stuff because you guys are working during my usual streaming schedule, but I'm open to wiggling things around to make that happen. I'm obviously also fine with just playing a ton of Satisfactory off stream together because that is probably the most effective way to do that. But yeah, Raft we can totally do. We can totally do Raft. I'm just gonna confirm that I bought it, but I'm pretty sure that I did. Sale's over if I didn't, so... but yeah, I think it was like super cheap, so... yes, I bought Raft. We are good. We have Raft. Sundays would work after your gym session. I mean, okay, we could do that. I usually don't stream on lightsaber days, just because energy, but like... Yeah. I think I could probably handle a co-op thing, just because, like, I'm not the one providing all of the conversational energy if it's a bunch of us, so, yeah. Okay, well, which thing, Nulgar? Is it the demo that you were already talking about, or is it something else? Because, like, 1.2 gigs, well, yeah, we could, okay, whatever, I don't care. We could download 1.2 gigs while we were yelling about this game, honestly. So, I remember, like, how 10 years ago, I was living in a place where I had internet that would have taken, like, literally 4 hours to download a 1.2 gigs. Like, the world is not the same. Fine, Nulgar, keep your secrets. Okay. I've decided I want to turn this on, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I looked nice last weekend, so I decided that I was going to wear the same thing this weekend, because none of the people that are coming over today saw it last weekend, so... And now I can't, because Babu ate my fucking shirt! That's right, I searched for Raft, and of course, because Alphabet, Santa Craft came up again, I forgot that we bought that. Hang on a second. My controller cable was wrapped around the cable for my, blue bisexual light. Esme, you love my bisexual balls. I'm glad. Honestly, with the bisexual background lighting, kind of all of the Christmas balls are bisexual balls now, but, like, those ones are still more bisexual, which is good. Nulgar, in the early 2000s, you once downloaded a 250 megabyte demo for several days and then never played it. Fucking mood. Like, I just remember taking like 45 minutes to 2 hours to download a 3-minute song on LimeWire. Like, those were the days, man, and I say that with heavy sarcasm. Especially since half the time you'd find out that it was in fact a virus. I've gotten so good at not downloading viruses, you guys. So good. And part of that is just because I get my torrents from a website that is, like, monitored. And invite only. So, Banquist, you remember taking a week to download Portal over dial-up? Yep. Yeah. Every now and then I'll run into a song that's like, haha, I'm gonna be clever and use the dial-up tone as, like, sample that as part of my music, and I'm like, I hate you. Why would you do this to me? Epic dial-up, thank God for Gigablast internet. Yeah, I think, like, technically I have fiber up to a node some distance from my house, so it's not pure fiber at all, but, like, it's a lot better than it used to be. Do you remember the internet at this speed? Up all night and you'll see 8 women? What is that from? That reference is directly over my head. But also, sounds accurate. I don't know. Okay, I just realized that I haven't changed my game capture over from Slime Rancher yesterday, which is, you know, yeah. Slime Rancher was good. I do feel like at the moment I'm a little directionless with it. But yeah. We'll get there. Games. Game. Okay, so basically, oh, the IT crowd. Yeah, I need to actually finish watching that at some point. Clearly. Did I freeze or did my preview freeze? Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, the game crashed, so okay. Alright, whatever. IT crowd is British, I believe. It's like the Office kind of genre, but I don't think they ever brought it over here. So Cursed game has crashed. Anyway, we got to the little bubble where the survivors are living. Daddy doesn't want to go home to Earth. Sarah shows up after stealing their rover. So a bunch of them and Ryan are trapped at Habitas. And it seems like Kathy doesn't want to go along with what Daddy wants. So we're making our way to Arcvita. And I don't have a fucking clue how this is going to work out, because there's not a lot of this game left, and it kind of seems like we're just gonna steal the arcs from the people living here and just abandon them. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And also I'm still really baffled about how Isaac didn't disable the Labos failsafe explosion thing. in the 2-ish years since the coup happened. Because, like, he has control of MacArthur's former ASE. So, like, he could have done it. I don't know why he didn't. Like, it is technically possible that he didn't know about it, but I find it very hard to believe that they wouldn't have tried to fire up Labos themselves, since they've been making trips back and forth between Vita and Habitas for supplies. And, like, if they had tried to fire it up themselves, it would have crashed much earlier, and if they didn't try to fire it up because they knew about the failsafe, then why would they not have fixed the failsafe? So, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah. Nulgar, you think there was an attempt at a US version of the IT crowd, even had Richard Ayoade? I know who you're talking about, I just don't know how to pronounce his name, as well, but you think there was never more than a pilot. Yeah, that tracks. You have to switch the humor up a little bit to translate things, because the British humor is very dry. With Joel McHale? Okay, that could have been funny. That maybe could have been funny or terrible. I don't know. Red Dwarf is one of Esme's favorite British shows. You also love Thin Blue Line and Mr. Bean. I have never watched Thin Blue Line. I have been told a million times to watch Red Dwarf, but I haven't yet. And Mr. Bean is a fundamental part of my childhood, and I love it. Rowan Atkinson is fantastic. Anyway, the game is apparently functional again, so let's try again. Hello? There we go. But yeah, see, slightly different background again. You were too young for Faulty Towers. I was also too young for Faulty Towers. But yeah, Mr. Bean, turkey on his head episode. Or, the painting the apartment one is also very good. Nulgar, you don't know, Joel is too pretty. In your opinion, Chris O'Dowd sold the nerd better. That's true. I guess it would depend on which character Joel was playing.
Follow me.
Mind you, to be fair, I know a lot of very pretty nerds. No, I'm kidding. But, like, I don't necessarily think that's a disqualifier, but, like, kind of the point of that specific character was to be a little bit dumpy, so I see what you're saying. I think they could have done it, but I don't necessarily disagree with you. I have my CBD tea, but it's a bag that I already used once last night, so... And I just wiped my eye a bit because I forgot that I have eyeliner on, because I'm extremely good at being alive and existing and stuff. Okay, anyway. No, still feel like there's something in my eye. It's like the thing, is there something in my eyelashes, or is it just one of my head hairs being, like, stuck to them? That's always the question. Esme, you're out of creamer. First cup of coffee was terrible. Oh no. I will drink black coffee if I have to, but yeah, it's not my preference. Groceries being delivered tonight. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I have groceries at the moment, but I was almost out of milk for a hot minute there. Anyway, yeah, so they came looking for us, we hid in the closet, and Sarah is now off and running. I am getting a strong feeling that I'm going to need to turn up the desktop audio for you guys. But yeah, like, this dome is pretty great, and I don't really think that we should abandon it and all of the people in it, but also we need Vita and the greener oxygen thing in Habitas, and I still think that we should just send them all of the science info and let them build their own.
Why open they're unmanned this long? Someone needs to go back to the Ark, and we'll have bigger problems if we don't find him. Now let's go.
Okay. But yeah, I don't really know why Sarah felt the need to come here and be a dick about it.
It's clear.
Like, I do realize that Kathy blew her off and didn't respond to her in the last little bit, and Kathy probably shouldn't have done that. She probably should have been like, I'm safe, don't come here, kind of thing. But like, I feel like I need to see if there's any sneakies in here. But yeah, I don't really know why she felt the need to cause problems by stealing a rover and coming here. I don't feel like that was the only option. I really don't. So I don't know. And also, Kathy didn't tell Isaac literally fucking anything about their mission, which is frustrating, including the part where Claire is dead. Which, you know, I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that he has a right to know, because he kind of abdicated being her father a long time ago, but like, bro. She stole a rover so that the Martians came to Labos. And, well, Habitas, I know that she stole their rover. I know. I'm not asking how. I'm asking fucking why. Like, I just don't understand why they're all convinced, why she's so convinced that everyone in this little itty-bitty colony wants to kill her. Like, Isaac, I understand her fear. I do. But, like, also, we know MacArthur is dead now. We know Rose is dead now. Like, I don't, what is Sarah's fucking problem? Is what I'm getting at.
Just give me 1 second.
I was a big fan of Sarah, and I don't know how I feel anymore.
How's our chances of just walking in without any hassle?
0.
Not good.
You did mix up the names, but it's fine. Labos is the one that is rubble in the middle of the Martian desert right now.
There's a maintenance shaft that might get us there with a bit of a detour.
I'm not sure I can handle more detours.
Then why did
Maybe
you
I can do something to
fucking
create a
come
diversion.
here while you're still half dead, Sarah? I
Where?
don't get it. Why couldn't we just, like, my whole fucking thing with this game is, why don't we just have a goddamn conversation?
From Arc Habitas.
You're right. Why?
Look, no one is wearing a pressurized suit. If I temporarily turn it off, everyone will be forced to suit up or get to safety.
Oh, good. So we're gonna suffocate people to death, just like Daddy and MacArthur did? Oh, for fuck's sakes, why are we
use
doing
that
this?
distraction to get you in there. I can use the maintenance tunnel to get to the facility unnoticed.
Kathy, I don't know about this.
I'll meet you at the entrance.
I don't know about this either. Okay. Kathy, what the fuck are you doing? Sarah, why are we doing this? Ah! See, like, I feel like I'm already kind of predisposed to be upset because of the place that we left off. Like, I don't think this is gonna go well. And I don't approve of what we're doing, and I hate that they're making me do it. Like, none of these, this is morally abhorrent. Yeah, and she's like, oh, they can get to safety or suit up. There's absolutely no guarantee that everyone is gonna survive you doing this. And it's insane that you think that this is an appropriate distraction. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, apparently. Also, yeah, so I was thinking about it and looking it back, and just listening to what Isaac said after we got here. The reason he didn't turn the oxygen back on right away after he killed or unplugged William's oxygen is that, he wanted to make sure Rosa was dead. Like, that's the reason. Like, he said to Kathy or in a hologram or whatever that he, like, needed to make sure that that all of their squabbling and opinions or whatever were gone, because the whole reason that he was trying to both sides it and stay neutral and whatever with MacArthur and Rosa is that he wants to stay on Mars. He didn't necessarily approve of what MacArthur was doing, but he knew that if Rosa lived, that she would make them go home. So her and a bunch of other people died because Isaac's a piece of shit. He didn't confirm it in so many words, but he did. He straight up said, like, I needed to make sure that they were both out of the picture. I'm paraphrasing a bit, but it was something along those lines. And fucking yikes. Like, I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's difficult because all of these inventions that are probably going to save the Earth wouldn't exist without Isaac, but also he's an actual fucking monster. Like, well, no. MacArthur, well, Isaac might be in that territory now. MacArthur is an actual monster. Isaac is just a giant piece of shit who is completely selfish, and I can't stand him. But, like, yeah. And yeah, no, I don't want to do this.
Asa, take these and pass them around. If anyone finds the intruder, do not hesitate. Eliminate
Okay, so you're trying to make me feel okay about this because now they're trying to say that they're gonna kill us if they see us? Like, what? How has this escalated so much? This is insane. Why are we doing any of this? But no, I'm assuming that voice line just there is supposed to make me feel like this isn't, like, acceptable option because they're not leaving us with much choice, but like...
That's the pump, Ayla. Let's find the
We
terminal and shut
don't
it down.
have to be here! Sarah doesn't have to be here!
These frequencies on the areas. Please stop running away. We are so close to having everything we want.
But also, like, I can't imagine that Isaac would be like, ah, yes, if you find any of the intruders, shoot them, knowing that one of the intruders is Kathy? That doesn't seem right. Oh, God, I don't know. This is a fucking mess. Hear what? Which thing? Which part are you trying to get me to focus on, Nulgar? Also, hang on a second. I just heard the door open and I'm expecting a package today, but also so is roommate, so I don't know which thing that will be, but if it's my shit, I want it, so I'll be right back. Okay, so it was in fact not my thing. You were talking about the shoot on sight line. I mean, technically they said eliminate, but you know, we all know what that means. Nulgar, I don't know what you're trying to say with that. Are you just agreeing with me that they're trying to make this feel justified? Cause like, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to bring tension to this in a way that doesn't feel very human, which is kind of a disappointment because of how realistic a lot of the characters have felt up to this point.
It just moved those heat shields. Maybe we need to follow the pipes up, Ayla.
Okay. Eliminate them with huggies. Yeah. But yeah, like, I feel like there's also basically zero chance that Isaac would just be chill with them shooting Kathy. So, like, if nothing else, we know that he's very selfish, right? So, can't see him letting that happen that way. Okay, I really wasn't expecting that to work. All right.
Guys, Colin is going to be here. Give me some good news.
We're not at the Ark yet. We're going as fast as we can.
And now Ryan is trapped in there with a bunch of angry colonists. And just like,
But
Go. Hurry.
I don't know what's happening.
pipes. I don't think I have any other option.
You do have other options, and the options are not cutting off the oxygen supply to an entire colony, you psycho. This is just terrible. You never got into that room, you managed to jump to the second shielding. I mean, fair enough. This is ridiculous. Yeah, no, this is deeply upsetting.
Atmospheric breach detected. Level 4 rupture.
What the hell just happened?
I had no other choice.
Yes, you did!
First thing, I have to clear stuff to the facility now.
I'll meet you
Oh,
inside.
okay, that just came down. I was like, where am I going from here?
Suit and get to the nearest safety zone immediately.
Like, honestly, You're about to be very angry with Kathy. Oh, good! But yeah, like, to be like, oh, I definitely, I had no choice. Bullshit. Bullshit. You always have a choice, first of all. And second, there are absolutely options that don't involve cutting off oxygen supply to an entire colony. That's fucking nuts. That's nuts. Be smarter. Come up with a better plan.
I'm not gonna make it. Sarah, go up now. Go.
I mean, to be fair, they'll kill Kathy or kill Sarah and not. The Ark can't what? What is that? What is happening?
Linda, listen to me. You can't do this. Not just to me, but to all these people.
For real.
Don't leave.
We have to, Dad.
No, we don't!
Find another way up there now.
Linda, please.
Nah, just all of these people deserve to stay on Mars and die. Again, most of these people didn't choose outward. Most of these people didn't choose to be here. Most of these people didn't choose to abandon Earth. I do still think it's insane that we haven't reestablished communications at this point, but yeah, just to just be like very us versus them about it is just fucking nuts. I hate this. This is... Where am I fucking going? And so, like, that's obviously, like, the power, I guess, because, like, I don't know, they didn't have Lavos working before. I don't... Oh, so I'm gonna get zapped if I go anywhere over here. Can't go through here anyway. I just, ugh, I'm so angry. Because this is, yeah, just cutting off the oxygen is insane. Like, oh, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I didn't have to go anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't really know what they're trying to say with this, you know? Whereas, like, I feel like I understood what they were trying to do with the story in the first game, and I don't really know about that anymore.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Yep. Why doesn't Kathy want to just get killed, apparently? That's how we handle all of these fucking things. Smokey. Oops, I don't know what that was. But yeah, like, just, you know what the choice is? Is to de-escalate this and have a fucking conversation. Okay, yeah, they're trying to bring Vita down before we steal it. Which tracks. And it sucks that that's what they have to do to keep us from stealing the things that are keeping them alive. Like, I just, there's... God forbid we shouldn't be railroaded. Yeah.
Linda, please. I don't want to lose you.
There's a lot going on in here, and I don't really know which one of these things to start on. Obviously gonna have to make my way around the murder electricity beams at some point, but... And now it's suggesting that I have to jump, so I guess I have to jump this way. Okay. But yeah, like, this is just not how you solve this problem, and I just can't imagine. And like, this is the thing too, is they've been going on both of these whole games that the people in this group are Earth's best and brightest, and that's part of why it's such a tragedy that they're gone. And like, also part of the only reason that they managed to survive here and all of that. But like, I'm not getting best and brightest vibes out of this, you know? Like, are they seriously saying that the best solution the smartest people in the world can come up with? Like, am I supposed to be jumping on top of this thing? And then up there? Because I feel like yes. But also I can't. Bangos, that would require Isaac to be less fanatical about leaving Earth for Mars. It's clear they're going to take more than just words for Isaac to share tech because he thinks Earth is beyond saving. I mean, but here's the thing again, Banquos, is that it's absolutely fucking insane to say that Earth is beyond saving, but that Mars isn't. Like, I realize that he's talking about humanity more than he is about the actual environment, but, like, even MacArthur was like, in however many years, Earth will be just like Mars. And, okay, you think you can terraform Mars, you seriously think you can't save Earth? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And, like, I know that their whole thing is that, oh, everyone and all the people on Earth will destroy the arcs. Well, that's just the most patronizing, self-absorbed fucking thing to say ever. You're wrong. Like, if there's things that can save the entirety of humanity, people are going to do everything they can, especially people in the scientific community, to make sure that that actually fucking happens. So, but yes, it would take more than just words. But see, that's the thing is, even if, even if Earth was beyond saving, what harm would giving them the blueprints cause? How would that harm any of these people at all? For real. Like, I just don't understand how that would hurt any of them, and why it's worth dooming Earth to just be like, no, you don't deserve it. I'm not gonna give you fucking even the blueprints for this tag. It's not intellectuals, but see, this is the thing. This is my thing, Esme, is that like I know that you're not necessarily critiquing what I'm saying here, but like, there are intellectuals that are narcissists and smug and think that they're smarter and better than everyone else and that people don't deserve what they've created. Sure. But the scientific community as a whole, okay, fair. I didn't realize, yes, whatever, aren't like that. They're not. Like, the scientific community is the most collaborative community globally, like, one of the most, right? But Bango is also, I am Shinrikyo, a famous Japanese cult that did a nerve gas attack on the Tokyo subway system, was made up of a lot of scientists and extremely intelligent people. And yeah, like, that's fair. And it does happen. I'm not saying that people are too smart to be like that, but like, Isaac just doesn't want to go to jail back on Earth. And I don't understand how giving Earth the blueprints for this tech would change that outcome either way at all. Like, oh, and sorry, I also missed your other one, Esme. I'm grumpy. Sorry. Outward is just so fucking toxic and possibly xenophobic towards non-intellectuals. Yeah, okay. And like, and it is toxic and bad, and like, years of MacArthur's bullshit certainly didn't help anything. I cannot truly believe that every single one of these people is that stupid and that selfish. And maybe they are after like a decade of this shit. I don't fucking know, but it's just very difficult for me to believe. It doesn't feel like effective characterization to me. Because again, a lot of these people didn't want to be here in the first place. A lot of these people did in fact want to go home to Earth.
And nothing can ever hurt us again.
So like, why would those people
Are you
be
hearing
like,
us?
yeah, no, let's kill the
Kathy,
intruders?
please answer me.
You're gonna make me climb that, aren't you? I don't want to deal with that. Please? Please don't make me climb that. You're gonna make me climb that. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't, like, it doesn't feel impossible, but it does to a degree still feel unrealistic to me. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like these people know better. Not because they're smart on their own, but because they are a diverse group of people that shouldn't all feel the same way about this. Okay, so I hate this. Kathy, can you... Okay. Boing. Works for me, I guess. I was fully expecting that to kill me, but alright, I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know, just the fact that we're immediately, like, nobody's even tried to have a conversation. And I just can't get over that because, like, again, does that feel like it's a thing that couldn't possibly happen in the real world? No, it could. But does it feel realistic to me anyway? Does it feel like every single one of these people wouldn't voice a protest? No, it doesn't feel realistic to me. And I don't know, maybe that's just me being an optimist. I have no idea, but like, I don't buy it.
Quick, get inside.
Also, like, Sarah's got all this fucking trauma about being left on the moon to die, so she's gonna leave an entire colony of people to die on Mars? Fuck you? Again, does that feel like it's an impossible real thing to happen in the real world? No. Do I hate every bit of it? Yes.
Alex, lock this door. They're trying to sabotage the Ark's thrusters. Okay, just
Which
a
they
quadruple
fucking
DNS
should.
electric encryption that uses a 64-bit cipher key. You've got this.
Moonbear, please hear me out. If only for a second.
Oh boy.
You don't have to do this. This place, everything we've built. I can't go back to Earth. They'll lock me up and throw away the key. We'll be
And you would
apart
deserve
again.
it.
Cap, Sarah, the colonists are inside the bridge.
Please, Moonbear.
And like, are you just gonna leave
Everything that's missing.
Ryan on a ship with a bunch of colonists that want to apparently maybe kill him? And just think, oh yeah, he'll survive the trip back to Earth.
I'm through. Got the launch sequence started. Start your engines.
I'll try.
Kathy, let's go. Kat.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know, maybe this is just a story of we all have the capacity to be selfish bastards. Because this is just someone hurt me, so I'm gonna hurt them back, is ultimately what this amounts
Board
to.
Arc Theta immediately.
And
Departure imminent.
I hate it.
I'm coming to get you.
Okay, yeah, this is very, very... Are we seriously just trying to, like, do a parallel of
We gotta
the
make
beginning
it.
of the game?
Hold on.
Because that's what this feels like, and I realize that that's deliberate, but I don't know. Yeah, they're down there with rovers, trying to keep us from stealing the thing, keeping them alive, as they should, as they have the right to do.
Hurry. Hey, Ada.
If I can't stay, I don't want to die here. Oh yeah, okay. We're just doing the same thing but in reverse. You're on Mars. You can make it. Although, to be fair, they were on the moon in the first thing, but Kathy wasn't trying to jump across. They were, in fact, trying to not. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. Is he seriously gonna fall to his death? Yeah. He shouldn't be that heavy on Mars. This should be something that she should be able to do. Yeah, I mean, I get that they're trying to force Sarah to be the good guy or make that decision to do the right thing or not, but like, Kathy should have been able to lift him. And yeah, I feel like that's less, I don't want to lose my daughter, and more, well, she is going to leave me here to die, so at least this way I won't die.
Kat? You got this.
I hate this. I mean, to be fair, I knew I was going to hate this, which is partly why I didn't finish it on Thursday.
Sarah, sit rep.
I don't like this.
Sequence from the control room.
Copy. Proceeding with final checks. Initiating airtight seal.
I don't know why this is so quiet. I know that it's probably fine for you guys. Did I turn... Maybe I did turn my headphone volume down. Sorry for the computer noises. Esme, you didn't have the mental energy to deal with this on Thursday. Neither did I. Neither did I. What am I doing? Button. Oh, okay. What? Okay, I guess okay, fine! Fine, whatever, close enough.
Sealed.
And no, I know it was loud enough for you, it wasn't loud enough for me. If everyone was a rational actor, things could be worked out, but it's clear that no one in this game is a rational actor. Yeah, and I just find that really difficult to believe because of the way that they choose who gets to go onto missions like this in the first place. And I don't mean Outward, I mean the people that were on the moon in the first place. Like, it can't be perfect. There's always... When you're dealing with enough people for it to be an actual colony, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be issues. But, like, they don't send people who can't take a fucking pause and work shit out into dangerous missions like this. And for good reason. And maybe we can just hand wave that away and say that they didn't have as many people to choose from when they started the moon mission because things were already getting desperate. But I just find that really difficult to believe. Because the reason that they're so stringent about the kind of people that can go up and, like, the teams they put together and, like, the mental state of people involved is to prevent exactly this kind of bullshit. And I don't necessarily mean things that are this extreme even, but, like, this is a problem. This is a situation where none of this had to happen, and everyone could have gotten all of the good things. Every single person could have benefited from all of the things that are happening if they hadn't happened at the behest of a power-hungry, narcissistic asshole and the people who have apparently just decided to go along with his shit even after he's dead and even after they all wanted him gone. Next installment, deliver us Ganymede. I mean, apparently not, because we're leaving all these fucking people to die, so there won't be anyone else left to leave. Anyway. So 78. Can you? Nilgar, you're confused at the numbers we see. Even in the Unison colony, dozens of people died in the mines or during the uprising, and there are still dozens left. I mean, I have to imagine that there were at least a few hundred people on the moon. At least. I would venture to say that it might have been upwards of a few thousand. But maybe not. No, maybe it's small enough that, yeah, maybe like 300 to 500. So losing dozens of people and still having dozens left, I can believe that. But no, like the William MacArthur just being like, everybody needs to get pregnant and whatever. It's like, dude, you don't have enough people to build a self-sustaining society like that. You just don't. You don't have the gene pool for that, man. Esme, you were impressed with how expensive the lunar colony was. Yeah, so like there were definitely at least a few hundred people, like minimum. Yeah, what we saw in the first game doesn't really support that. What do you mean it doesn't support that? A few hundred people? It absolutely does. Even just the amount of like space in all of the arcs for people absolutely suggests that there were at least a few hundred. So. Adductor redact controls active. So which one is this?
Cassie, let's go.
I don't think this is what they want. Okay, maybe it is. Is that not what I was supposed to do, or is this just because they're fucking with it?
Sarah, vent of lines.
Okay. But, like, I think you would be surprised how many people can be squashed in like sardines into those little bunks, Nilgar. And, like, nobody in that situation is going to expect comfort. So, you know.
Retracting orbit.
Already retracted.
Okay. Starting auxiliary power units.
Yeah, doing this in a rush would be very stressful, and it is kind of me doing this in a rush, but also I'm not actually doing shit. So, is this doesn't feel like what I'm supposed to do, but I guess.
Hurry.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'm retracting the arms.
Leaning cap retracted.
I still feel.
Go.
Go.
I feel like
Ground to internal power.
it's a little bit weird that Vita would even be like ready or in a position to be able to launch, but I mean, I guess they would have left it that way in case of an emergency.
Starting helium-free thrusters. Good to go. Thrusters up.
Ka-chunk.
Lift off. Lift off.
But yeah, like there's no way that even someone as obsessed as MacArthur would truly think that he could sustain a colony with like 50 people. So it was definitely more than that. Yeah, apparently they're just stealing some colonists with Ryan there and expecting them not to kill him on the way home. So cool. That was a lot emptier than I thought it was. I can't believe we're doing this. I hate this. We're just leaving all of these people to die with no resources. I hate this. You, like, literally, you guys have been listening to me talk from the start of the game of how I don't think it's okay to, unless everyone was already dead, I don't think it's okay to just take shit and leave.
Boys, what happened to the Unison colonists?
It's all worked out and taken care of.
Did you kill them, Ryan?
I love you, Imzadi.
I love you too.
You made it. I'm so sorry, Sarah, for everything.
It's alright, Kat. You knew it was right in the end.
Is it what's right, though?
Why did you come after me?
Yeah, why did you?
I don't know. If you're looking for Isaac, I granted his request. He's down the corridor.
Thanks.
Did you tell him about Claire already?
No!
No. I'm gonna tell him right now.
Good luck.
Oh, I hate this. Like, no, leaving those people there to die was not the right thing to do. I also don't think that just leaving all the tech there and not bringing any of it back to Earth, or even if it's just blueprints, I don't think that would have been the right answer either, but yeah. Marsman Issue 8, Celebration. As the astronaut further adopts the Martian way of life, he comes to understand and embrace their ceremonies and rituals. The hardships that follow for the astronaut are not those of conflict anymore, but those of taking responsibility, of staying together and of working hard each day to maintain the colony's equilibrium. These day-to-day obstacles shall never cease, and it's a life of hardship, but it is a life the astronaut chooses willingly. Author's note: as you might have deduced from the synopsis, Amira and I have decided to wrap up the story of Marsman as we prepare for a very special occasion. An occasion that is a Unison first, even. I'm assuming, they got... oh, she's pregnant. We'd like to thank you for all your support and hard work during these first difficult years. We love you all. From here on out, the stars... and from here on out, the starts a journey that doesn't have a central conflict or great dramatic story arc. Here starts the work, plain and simple, with love, Conrad and Amira. And oh, good. So now we get to know that we left a pregnant woman to die. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like these Marsman comics and all of the little. I think that's here. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I know we're not done yet, and I'm going to rant more after this, I'm sure of it, but I need to take a moment. I think the reason all of this feels so incredibly difficult for me to buy, that all of these people are just equally as bad as MacArthur and deserve to die on this planet kind of thing, the reason, or I'm not even believing that they would be like, eliminate them on sight, like, all of these people, all of these things that we've read, all of the Marsman comics that we found, support that they weren't happy with what MacArthur was doing, that they are just people, that they just want to live their lives, that they don't have any specific animosity for Earth, that, like, that only Isaac and MacArthur well, and maybe a handful of people truly think that Earth is beyond saving. Like, it just, none of these people feel like they are that far into this cult of only Mars, right? I don't know. But yeah, like I feel like these comics kind of prove that. Like, they're specifically talking about how, like, they don't like what went down, and they've learned lessons from the coup that happened or whatever, and all of the people that died, and, like, now it's atonement and recognizing and just trying to move forward, and it doesn't feel like this little colony would be a shoot them on sight kind of colony. And it just doesn't feel right. I don't know. It doesn't feel real or realistic or whatever to me.
Down for later.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And yeah, just Sarah being like, oh, you knew it was right. This isn't right. None of this was right. None of this was the right thing to do. Pangea. This thing might be the biggest miracle machine my dad's ever engineered. I don't think anyone back on Earth will even believe this machine actually exists until they see it with their own eyes. I mean, it's 3D printing life. So, yeah. And again, I'm pretty fucking sure we could have built that on Earth.
So,
Where are you? Isaac? Isaac. Where'd he go? Oh, he's upside down. I see. I mean, I realize that there is no up and down in space, but still. Honestly, they probably won't even lock him up. They'll put a fucking... They'll put an ankle monitor on him and lock him in a lab to keep working. Is what they'll do. Yeah, a miracle that we just
to find the right
stole.
Eventually someone found it. Now we can create nature. You're going to have to print a lot more than this if you want to save it.
You're also gonna have to print a lot more than this if you want to make Mars livable.
Strange. I just remember the day we were born. You probably don't know this, but I almost lost you and your mother that day.
Really?
Yeah. When Liz was giving birth, witnessing worst storms we'd ever seen.
Yikes.
Rolling blackouts were a common occurrence. This time the flood took out the hospital's generators. It wasn't exactly optimal, to say the least. You were born with an umbilical cord. Your umbilical cord wrapped around your neck.
I like how he has to
And
specify that it was hers.
Your mum
No, it was Claire's.
lost consciousness due to shock.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was just standing there in the corner, watching all the nurses and doctors running around trying to save you both. I felt so useless,
I mean, in that situation you are, and that's okay.
so utterly bound.
Yep.
When we get back to Earth, they'll take me away.
I do still think they'll just toss him in a
We won't
lab.
be together, you know that, Kathy.
I mean, she didn't technically ask you to come. Or she kind of did. Not at the end, though.
I really did try
To what?
to do what's best for humanity's survival.
No, you didn't. You wanted to save the idea of humanity, not the people that are alive right now that need saving. You gave a shit about the theoretical, Isaac, not the real. Nulga, your thought was, why 3D print the entire plant when you could just print seeds and grow them would probably ensure a healthier plant if it quote-unquote grew up normally using regular soil ingredients rather than having a synthetic body. I mean, it's still like a quote-unquote biopolymer, so I don't know if it counts as fully synthetic, but you're right. And I think it would still make sense to fully print some plants, like to get a kickstart kind of thing. But you're right that seeds would make a lot more sense and be a lot more productive long term and just take fewer resources in terms of the making, and you could make a ton of them faster. And you're right. That's a very good observation.
No matter how hard we try, we just can't seem to unite.
Is that what we're trying to, the story we're trying to tell here? Because I fucking hate it.
Fight each other if we have a common enemy or a common goal. We disagree on how to overcome it. We become hateful in our rhetoric and destructive in our actions. We'll steal another man's bread if we're hungry, and we'll destroy their home if we want it for ourselves. We keep doing this to each other, to ourselves, as if somehow personal gain always triumphs.
Oh, we're gonna pretend that they'll be fine? Sure. I'll believe that
If we
when I see
ourselves
it.
just end up destroying it. I really believed what I was doing was right. But then, who says you're right? Who gets to decide that?
It's good to hear your voice. What happened to the Unison colonists?
That,
It's all worked out and taken care of.
Yeah, you killed them,
Good.
presumably.
I love you, Hamzadi.
Yep.
I love you too.
Finding it real hard to believe that that was the only option.
And even if there is a way of knowing that you're fighting for the true greater good, I mean, why do you have to fight for it in the first place?
I mean, yeah, I don't think Ryan is a straight up murderer, or at least was planning on it.
How do you stay good?
You do no harm. That's how you stay good.
This is what we should do.
And obviously, there's more to it than that, but the basics is to do what causes the least suffering to the people that already exist and their future. And obviously, it gets more complicated than that, but like, do no harm. First, do no harm. Oh, okay, good. We have our mutant Daisy.
Hope springs eternal in the human breast.
What?
We can be better.
Yeah, except you just did exactly what they did to you. It's all well and good to say that we can be better, but it doesn't matter if you're not going to actually be better. And like, obviously there's a lot of differences here between this and The Expanse, but like, this is how you get a faction war between
Mission
Mars and
Control,
Earth if
this
they
is Sarah
survive.
Baker, commander of Mission Opera. The mission was a success.
No, it
We're
wasn't!
returning to Earth. ETA is 6 months, 13 days, and 4 hours. Mission Control, please respond. This is our 3rd attempt to reach you. Are you there?
No, the 3rd one's gonna be Deliver Us Earth, apparently. I mean, like, technically the mission parameters, based on that, it was a success, I guess, because the idea was go there and steal the arcs back, but... like, I don't know, I felt... I felt like the first one just was a mystery for the sake of it, and then I feel like they tried to make this hopeful at the end, like we can do better, but it feels like the entire point of this was to be this really pessimistic, humanity sucks and we're gonna kill each other story. Like, oh yeah, humanity's so shit, we just keep fucking each other up even if we have the same goal. Like, okay, fine, but I don't like that kind of pessimism. Like, again, none of it feels like things that couldn't happen in the real world. A lot of it is things that have happened in the real world, but like, to choose to tell a story and to make that be the thesis, it's just fucking grim. Like, yeah, I don't know. And like they tried to make it a little bit better with showing us them fixing the oxygen intake there, but we took away the thing that was generating the oxygen. And that doesn't mean that they have literally zero options, but don't act like that makes it imply that they're going to live and be okay, because they're not. And even if they do, they'll have this generational hatred for Earth, which is just how you get generational trauma and a cycle of violence. And I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. And I kind of knew that this was going to happen. I kind of knew that this is where this was going, but like, Esme, they just shoved a train of plot down our throat. Please just give us multiple endings, yeah. And Benko says a lot of our inability to understand each other will ultimately be our undoing stuff, and it's kind of boring. Esme's livid. And you're right, Bengos. It is boring in the sense that it's the easy story to tell. Like, just to be like that's the thing, is I feel like the way to tell a story like that, and to drive the point home of needing to understand each other and each other's humanity, if you're gonna try and make that point, you need to have it work in the end. You need people to actually overcome that. And like, steal shit, kill people, I'm sure it'll all work out. That's the American way. No way this could backfire. I mean, obviously it's not only America that's ever done that, but yeah. And yeah. It really does kind of feel like we know what's best, and to hell with everybody else who doesn't agree. And I don't think that, like, when it comes to governments and leaders, I think that that's a really fair point to make. But to imply that all of the average everyday people, even if they're super smart, whatever, and they're not like average on Earth, they're the average people in this colony, to imply that they are all also part of the problem when you've only ever illustrated that it's the leaders making these terrible decisions, that's bullshit. Those people don't fucking deserve to die just because Isaac is a selfish prick. And you're telling me that Isaac is the only one of them that gets to fucking live? Like, see, I don't feel like I can listen to the words of the song. But it is on, for what it's worth. And if, even when I do turn sound off for you guys, I don't necessarily turn it off for me, but unification is stronger than division. And like, that's the thing too, is like, I feel like stories that really hammer this point home, that like, no matter what we do, people will always fight. Like, I think it just ignores a fundamental part of humanity where people do, in fact, come together and support each other all of the time. There is a ton of hate and division and lack of understanding, but your average person, no matter what they feel about the broad strokes of things, is going to be good to their neighbor. And that's obviously not always true. And we are at a point in the world right now where that's true less often than it used to be, perhaps, but like, people don't really actively want to hurt each other most of the time. Benkos, you say this as someone who's watched almost all of Tomino's Gundam work, and he does it in more interesting ways that understand how the world works, and even he got tired of it. Yeah, and like, exactly, like, I don't feel like the world needs this kind of pessimism right now. I really don't. And I know that I'm an optimist when it comes to humanity. I know that. But like, I feel like this is one of those situations where if I talked to the writers of this game, they'd be like, I'm not being a pessimist, I'm being realistic, or a realist. No, you're not. You're being a fucking pessimist. Reality is not actually that dark. Are our leaders and our countries that dark? Yes. Is humanity as a whole that dark? No. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So, Nulgar, first thought was that this was Ashley Barrett. It does kind of sound like her, and yes, I do immediately know who Ashley Barrett is without you listing it, because all of her work for Supergiant is incredible. Bengos, y'all watch Turn A Gundam. It's real good and on YouTube right now. I mean, if you pop that in Discord, I might remember to actually do that. um, you knew there was a reason why you liked me, or Banquos, or Nulgar. I can't tell, but you said you, so I'm assuming me. But yeah, like I don't know. I hate the way that ended, because it feels like the hateful science version of a rom-com where the entire fucking problem is that people didn't talk to each other. Hello. Yeah, I loved the game. Like, I loved the game. It's just the ending just feels so... I don't know, it just could have been so much more. We could have had a conversation. We could have sent technology back. We could have had it so that everybody lived. Like, I feel like it was just so close. It was so within reach, and we didn't do it, and it hurts. Right? So, In Circles is Chef's Kiss. Yes, it's very good. Is it called Build That Wall? Is that the actual title of the song? I forget. I sing it all the time. It's very good. Bastion! Esme, you're the eternal optimist too. Sometimes it hurts too much, but the flip is how deep your love goes. Am I being hi. I'm glad that it's interesting to read my response. And like, I do think a lot of it is because I'm a tree hugger and an optimist and whatever, but I just feel like to such a large degree it feels like our astronauts are some of the best of us, not just in terms of like intelligence, but in terms of hopefulness and community and working together. And so I feel like that also probably relates a lot into how I feel about it, because like makes me think that you're not also optimists. I mean, fair. That's fair. And like you're right. Like the last line is, or whatever, is that we could do better. So like that's a good point too. And I just, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like if, I don't know, it just feels like usually the kind of person that ends up in that position wouldn't let it get that far, right? But like at the same time, like MacArthur is an incredibly believable villain. I just have a hard time believing that he dragged down everyone with him that far. But like, I don't know. I did still really enjoy this, and I loved the first one. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted community and conversation to prevail, I guess, is where I'm coming from. Esme, you highly recommend checking out the TV show Odyssey 5, and when I get the chance, Def has Deliverous vibes and was ahead of its time. Interesting. But yeah, like, I don't know. I do think all of it's still a really interesting take on things. And the way that the mystery unravels is still really, really good. And so I feel very on the spot now. But also, welcome here. Cohen, what you really like is how you sparked this discussion. Actually, that means one of your goals is reached. That's great. I'm so glad. And I totally agree that like part of the whole point, I think, is that these are important conversations to have, and everyone's gonna look at something like this a little bit differently. And there are definitely people I know who would be like, yeah, that's the only way it could possibly have gone. Humans are terrible to each other, right? And like Isaac is a genuinely super interesting character, because like he's not, I do genuinely think that he's not the monster that MacArthur is. He's just so selfish that he just puts, yeah, I don't know, it's his selfishness. Don't worry, I'm feeling on the spot because of me. You're good. I'm just like, oh no, am I being too mean? That's ultimately what it comes down to. Is I don't want to be a dick about it, is what I mean. But yeah, I do believe that he genuinely believed he was doing the right thing. I've got a lot of great points, and you think generally the human race is very peaceful, actually. And yeah, like I do think that it is, and I feel like a really interesting conversation to have, especially given where the world is at right now, where there is, like, there's still, in a lot of ways, less violence than there has been for the vast, vast majority of human history, but we are also in an era where we are more and more unable to see the humanity in each other. And I feel just like I want to see more things where we are forced to see that humanity, but in some ways I think that you did accomplish that with this game, like, cuz like it's very clear that like this isn't seen as a good thing, and that we're failing each other, and like it's all summed up like that in the end as well. I think if it were me, I might have chosen to make the point in a different way, but I do still see the point that was being made, and I don't really disagree with it. It's just like, I don't know, it just feels like it like actually hurts me that it got that far, because it doesn't feel like it had to, right? Like and again, like, it does feel really realistic in some ways and really unrealistic in others, in the sense that I do think more people would have spoken up, but at the same time, people don't a lot of the time in reality, and maybe I am just being a naive optimist here, I don't know, but like, there were just so many opportunities for all of these people on both sides of this equation to stop and just talk to each other, and I feel like it's so difficult to be in the role of Kathy and have her not be the one that says, wait a minute, what are we doing? Because I wanted to be that person that says, hey, hold up, let's just stop for a minute and have a fucking conversation. Yeah. So I don't know, like, it hurts to see people act that way, but again, it doesn't necessarily feel at all like it couldn't happen that way. So it's tough, but I am a little frustrated that it wasn't more hopeful. Esme, it would have been interesting to play as Sarah, and I think it actually would have been a lot harder to play as Sarah, or at least I think it would have been harder to have Sarah feel like the character that she is if we were playing her, because I understood where she was coming from with all of it. I absolutely didn't agree with a lot of her decisions towards the end, but she felt very much like a real and complex character, and like when she freaked out and her and Ryan were arguing about the morality of Rosa's stance, that felt super, super real. And like I do think that they wrote Sarah's PTSD really well, in a lot of ways, because yeah, there was a lot of complexity going on behind her, and Kathy felt more like the blank slate that we could put ourselves into because she was a child when we first met her, right? So I feel like Kathy could have been like the shining beacon of hope, but her daddy issues kind of curtailed that, which again, it does feel really realistic in a lot of ways. I just, yeah, at being who I am, it was tough to not be the hopeful voice of reason, at least until the very, very end there, right? So Cohen, you think your lead writer would be glad to hear how I've talked about it with my community? That's wonderful. I'm glad. I love sparking conversations, especially when they are way too serious for Twitch. And yeah, did I happen to play its predecessor? I did. I played Deliver Us the Moon the week before last, and then this, and I think it's a lot easier to not fully get into sorry, Esme, you meant Claire, you're getting your characters missed. You're right. Okay, that is a very good point. I think it would have been very interesting to play it as Claire, and I think the main reason that we didn't, and I could be completely wrong on this, it feels like one of the main reasons that we didn't end up playing as Claire is that you wouldn't have had as much, like, Claire was never going to forgive Isaac. Like, there wasn't necessarily any place to go for her having sympathy for him. So I think it would have been a little tough to have things unfold smoothly if we were Claire, but it would have been really interesting to see her perspective as well. But yeah, as far as Deliver Us the Moon goes, yay, I nailed it. But yeah, it would have been a lot harder to have that sort of nuance and the where is this going to go of it all if we were Claire. Like, I feel like there would have been no question where the story was going if we were Claire, so I get it. But yeah, it would have been interesting to hear Claire and her feelings on it more, but I don't have a problem with the way that it played out as far as Claire is concerned. What was I gonna say? Oh, about Deliver Us the Moon. So yeah, I feel like you guys were trying to tell a more complex story with Deliver Us Mars, and I mean part of that is also just because it's like twice as long. And so I do think that it was more morally or less, it was less complicated in some ways. The morality of it, because it was just very, very clear that MacArthur is the bastard that he is in the first one. And like I feel like in some ways Deliver Us the Moon, playing it first, made some of my feelings about Deliver Us Mars more complicated, because if I hadn't played that, I wouldn't necessarily know that a bunch of the people in Outward were only even there because they were lied to. And so I feel like that extra piece is a big part of why it feels difficult to believe that they would just go along with like, oh yeah, shoot Sarah on sight, right? or even, I mean, I don't know. I want to say it's hard to believe that like no one put MacArthur down earlier, but also like people will absolutely exhaust every non-violent option they have before they do that. Which I think is actually kind of an interesting thing to strand to pull out of this story as well, is that like they did put up with an insane amount of shit from MacArthur, not necessarily because most of them bought into his cult leader bravado, but like because people don't want to assume the worst. They want to assume that their words and pleas can get through. They don't want to do the violent thing. They want to resolve things peacefully. So I do think that part is believable, even though it's frustrating that like MacArthur stayed in power this whole time. It makes sense. It does. So yeah, Nulgar, not to detract from the story discussion, we were wrong last week. I found curiosity, not perseverance. Yes, I found it I'm 90% sure it was perseverance. But there's a dev in chat, so you can correct me. Which rover is outside Odom? Cohen, it was a big upscale in the narrative production. With Deliver Us the Moon, you were really bound to some limitations to bring some of the depths that you had in Mars. Yes, definitely. I definitely feel that. Because the production team was significantly smaller with Deliver Us the Moon, right? Was it like literally just 2 people? Am I missing the mark on that? Well, no. I don't remember it was small, I know that. I think one of the things that I really, really loved, there's nothing playing in this, I don't need this in. I think one of the things that I really, really loved about Deliver Us the Moon, too, is that it managed to have all of these feelings, and the depth of character was all in there, and you never saw anyone's face, which I think you have to have some really powerful writing to... It was curiosity and I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, their shapes are very similar then. Okay, so well, I feel a little dumb about that, but whatever. It's still, curiosity is also adorable. I don't feel bad. But yeah, all right. No, that's fair. I looked it up and the shapes looked similar enough that I thought it was perseverance, but yes, that's fair. All right. It was curiosity. I stand corrected. I still love curiosity though. Yes, Cohen, there was a whole segment of my second to last or last stream of this where, I found curiosity outside of Odom and I had to switch to my full camera mode to almost cry for a moment after it started singing itself happy birthday. So 10 out of 10. But yeah, I think that it's, yeah, I think the way that the stories are told, both in the first one and this one, is very good. Yeah. So, thanks a lot for playing and sparking the discussion. It's lovely to see my response. Sorry to put you on the spot. Just passing by and generally very happy to see people play. Don't worry about it. Again, any pressure I felt was on my end. I was just like, oh no, a dev. I have to be nice. But I don't think I was being mean anyway. We're fine. It's fine. I overthink everything. It's just who I am. But thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate your addition to this discussion. And I was very happy to play it. These were very, very good. Nulgar in chat here has been yelling at me to play Deliver Us the Moon for quite some time, and so we finally got around to it, and I'm very glad that I did. So, by representation with curiosity, what did it draw on the moon, or on Mars? I know, I know what you're referring to, but I don't remember. But yeah. A lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, and honestly, maybe that is one of the best things that I can say about it, is that it made me feel a lot of things and think a lot of things, and yeah, just kind of examine a lot of stuff. And I do think that something that sparks a conversation is significantly more interesting than a thing that doesn't. Okay, it did accidentally draw a dick on Mars. Yes, okay. That's what I thought. I just didn't want to say it if I was wrong. Have a good one. No, I mean, you obviously don't have any obligation to stay either, and thank you for dropping in, but yeah, you being here is not a problem. But yes, thank you very much for stopping in with us as well. I appreciated you adding to this, and your perspective as well. Very, very cool. Thank you. Yeah. And if there actually is another one that is like Deliver Us Earth, I will be there. I'm hella down. So, yeah. Really, really good characters. Just, it hurts that a lot of people had to suffer because we couldn't stop and have a conversation. So, yeah, like, I mean, honestly, maybe that is one of the best ways to sum it up, is just, I wish that I could have handled things the way I wanted to, and that's not the way that this kind of story is told, and that's okay. So, eyes. I'm here if there's Deliver Us Earth, I'm here. I do love that little thread is left open, I really do, because the whole, like, yeah, the last part of this it wasn't a mystery anymore, I guess, which is, that's not a critique. I'm fine with that, the way that it played out, but like, the mystery of all of this was so good. It was so good. Just, yeah, like a kind of spooky space mystery where everybody disappeared, but it doesn't make me feel terrified, it just makes me feel feelings, and I like that. That's really good. So, yeah, a friend of mine was asking me about it the other day, and I hadn't finished this one yet, but I still said, like, I loved them and I recommended them, and I don't regret that. I don't regret recommending them. I think I absolutely still would. But yeah, just a few moments of stomping on my heart with, like, Rolf and Claire, but yeah. Okay. Do we want... I don't know that I have anything else to say that wouldn't just be me talking in circles. So what do we want to do? We have maybe an hour. So either we can call it here and just sit with our feelings. That is an option. Because I have feelings. Or Nelgar, you can pop your suggestion up in there. Oh, no, Esme, penis is definitely not on my filter list. A nice time to come into the conversation, Jester, whilst surrounded by a 7, 6, 5, and almost 4-year-old. That is a lot of small children, Jester. That is too many small children. But yeah, like, I have, like, the minimal amount of auto mod enabled. Because I don't care if you guys swear. So, yeah. Sid, yes, I know Sid made a clips channel because I moved it into a different category, and I do in fact pay attention to the conversations in Discord for the most part. So, okay, the name is Spaceboat. Yeah, okay, I thought that that was the one that you were thinking, but yeah. Oh, there's apparently an update to it. Birthday yesterday, Babysitters Club today. Did you at least get to, like, enjoy your birthday? Hopefully. Where they remind us Blink-182 is classic rock. Okay, that hurts. I don't like that. Yeah. That's an oof. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Spaceboat is updated. That was quick. So, yeah, I don't think, I mean, like, it's kind of classic at this point, but like, no, also. So, yeah. Number one pizzeria in the galaxy. What is happening? Okay, I mean it is a space cruise. All right, let's don't make me feel my age, damn it. Mood, Esme, mood. It feels so weird to start a different game like after that, but also like it's okay. Well, that's fine, but I need to fix the size of it. Pre-order Earl. Okay. There we go. Chester, 2 girls, 2 boys, but the girls are 6 and 4, and owning the boys in Mario Kart, no contest, it's a massacre. I mean, alright. Pepperonos, Mike! I don't know what's happening right now. And yeah, if I can't finish this in an hour, I might not finish it, but we'll see. Oh, I guess... Ugh, is there even a category for this? Okay, there is. I guess I should update that. I'm not gonna update the title, but I will update the category. Just so people don't come expecting something that I'm not giving. I mean, okay. I'm a kitty driving a robot. Okay. Oh god. It seems the demo has changed a lot. I mean, there's a pretty big update, but yeah, it has to be this, right? Okay, I might have to... How do I fix it? Where do I go from here? Chester, what? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay, that's really creepy. I don't like that. Okay. Whatever. I would like to do this. Oh, I see. I see. I get it now. I needed to read is the problem. This is horrifying. Oh god. Alright, let's be weird Barney. The second pre-built body was the only available one when you played it. Oh, okay. Yeah. The schnoz. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Also, I love how it's a cat paw. Very strange. All right, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I'm down. Okay. Fuck yeah. Let's go. This is wild. That is great, but I feel like it might be too bright. There we go. Yeah. Dark blue. Okay. Perfect. No notes. Begos, you almost forgot that, wait, what was? Oh, the breast milk thing, big Blizzard workplace lawsuit. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That. I don't remember the details of that, but I don't know that you need to refresh them. Welcome to Spaceboat 2023's demo. Please note that this was developed primarily by one person and that we are unfortunately still in pre-production without any funding. We hope that you enjoy your visit to the Jelly Shore. Okay.
Arriving to your destination.
Seems like forever since I've been to the Jelly Shore.
I like that I'm a cat.
Community that it once was.
And I realize
safe landing area.
I suspect that this has
more of a tourist trap now.
a lot to do with why Dalgar wants me to play this.
One moment, please.
Too many squishy pedestrians.
I need to figure out how to get on the IGCL Princess Andromeda before it sets sail for Porta Polluta.
Searching.
The first step will be to get
Also, tuna cab, yes.
Crowd. Welcome to the Jelly Shore Boardwalk.
Looks like it's time to suit up.
Thank you for choosing the Yellowfin Tuna Cab Company.
Yellowfin Tuna Cab Company is genuinely clever in a dumb way, and I appreciate it. Plays a small relay of interactive tutorials to help you familiarize yourself with the Spaceboat's core game mechanics. When one tutorial cone is completed, its light will switch off and another will switch on. This is the intended order of the tutorials, but you can do them in any order you please. Your name is Inspector Domino, and you work for the RCNP, the Royal Cosmic Narwhal Police. Fuck yeah! I was expecting catnip, but that's better. You've been tasked to apprehend an intergalactic jewel thief and recover a stolen jewel that is at the center of an interplanetary incident. The most recent intel indicates that the jewel thief is headed for the intergalactic cruise ship known as the Princess of Andromeda and that it is about to depart from the Jelly Shore. With your mule, mobile undercover evidence locker, you must endeavor to find a way to get aboard that spaceboat before the ship sets sail. Okay. Okay. What are you?
Now to get a boarding pass.
Interesting head you have there. Items and journal. Spaceboat is a narrative adventure, so gathering information and finding items are your tools for game progression. Press Y or I to quickly access your inventory and journal. Yes. Okay, it can run by holding down right trigger. Also works when you're out of your mule in cat mode. Additionally, will also allow you to boost when racing. Please note that Spaceboat has a number of accessibility features like auto run and single stick control found in the settings menu. Cool. Run.
Hey pleb.
Paywall.
The paywall too hard. I doubt the freemium boardwalk has any medical services.
Oh god. Fireworks, Andy!
Didn't even bother to do the tutorial, did you? Went straight to the fellow with a question mark over his head. Now why'd you go and do a thing like that?
Don't call me out like that. Did I miss something? Goodbye!
See you later.
See you later, player one.
I did the tutorial. I just didn't do this one. As an inspector for the RCNP, not only can you find useful items, but you can also jot down important conversation clues that are denoted with golden text. These notes will unlock new dialogue options so you can investigate further. All of your notes are written in your journal. Let's investigate the crowd. Stand close to the crowd in front of Ray Gretz and listen for anything that might be useful. Ray Gretz. Yes, golden text. Take note of it. Simply press X. This will work well in dialogues should golden text appear. Okay, buddy.
Guess explorations for babies.
This game's rude.
Hello there. You look pretty festive. Who are you?
The name's Andy. I work for the Mystery Box Company, but I'm really a fourth wall breaking character put here by the game developers to help you. I'm what you call an in-game hint system. The developers want you to enjoy exploring the world without getting stuck on one of them cockamamie puzzles. So if you ever don't know what to do next, just ask me. I'm here to help the noobs.
Okay, buddy.
I'm stuck and need help. Can you...
Oh,
Ever
okay.
play Monkey Island or any of the Sierra games? Well, it looks like you don't have a waiting ticket to see the travel agent yet. You can grab one at the ticket.
I didn't actually
See you
need that.
later.
It was just gold text.
See you later,
so,
player one.
yeah. There's lots of sass going on here. Oh, I see. That's the premium boardwalk. Boarding pass? Ooh, it's the blob. Receptionist Karen.
Make memories only Ray Gratz can make.
What's the best way to get a boarding pass for the Princess Andromeda?
The only way to board that specific spaceboat is by purchasing a boarding pass with one of our travel agents. Make sure to ask about our promotions when you do.
Masses of sass, yes. I'd like to see a travel agent.
I'd like to see a travel agent.
Please take a number from the ticket dispenser right behind you. We are currently serving client 301. Can I interest you in a Jelly Shore Premium Pass? Skip the lines for only $19.99.99.
Perhaps you'd like to see my credentials. I'm an inspector for the RCMP. Do you know what that means?
Yes, very impressive. Your parents must be so proud.
Alright. The sass. I'd like to speak to your manager.
Is there a manager I can speak to?
I am the manager.
Fine.
I'd like to see a travel agent.
Please take a number from the ticket dispenser
Sorry,
right
I
behind
forgot
you.
that I had hit that already.
Thank you for your continued patience. Please visit our social TDM pages and ask about our promotion.
Medium pages. Okay. Oh, this is the ticket dispenser. For some reason, these tickets remind you of trifecto chips, but that's neither here nor there. At least not for this demo. This regrets waiting ticket has the number 6,840,461 written on it. You hope it's a serial number, but it's more likely it's your queue number. You might want to pack a lunch and have a seat, because it's going to be a while if they're still serving 301. Okay, but what if instead I just didn't? Pre-order Earl.
Well, hello.
Are you a gelatonian?
Are you a gelatonian?
Yeah, I sure am. I'm one of the 4 sentient species found in the Gelatonian cluster of United Planets. I was born on Gelatnix 2, you see, but I moved to Gelatnix 4 when I was just a little gumdrop. I've been here ever since.
How long have you been waiting?
How long have you been waiting here?
Do you like the zipper on my head?
Since day 1, actually. You see, I pre-ordered my ticket for the Andromeda's maiden voyage 4 months ago. Unfortunately, I got the gold package and not the ultimate edition, and I ended up in a long queue. I'm still waiting to see the travel agent.
High on life / subverse vibes, yeah.
Did you get anything for pre-ordering the gold edition?
Yeah, I got a commemorative maiden void plaque and a pack of collectible cards. I don't have the cards anymore. Did you know they're edible? They're quite tasty. I wish I had more of them instead of this useless plaque. Yeah, sure. See you later.
Hang on a second.
Well, hello again.
Yeah, like...
Did you get anything for pre-ordering?
Yeah, I got a commemorative maiden void plaque and a pack of collectible cards. I don't have the cards anymore. Did you know they're edible?
Okay, I
Yeah,
kind
sure.
of
See you later.
misunderstood the investigate thingamabob. Release the Kraken. Release the Karen.
Welcome to Regrets, a licensed space boat travel agency.
Perhaps you like...
Yes, very impressive.
Okay, there wasn't
Please take a
any
number
full
from the
text
ticket dispenser
there.
right behind you.
This waiting ticket says I'm 6,840,461. There's nowhere to travel agent in my lifetime, Karen.
At Regrets, we value your time and thank you for your patience.
Sure you do.
Please accept this Mr. Conveni token for your inconvenience. It's valid for 3 pulls on our vending machine. It's on us.
Okay.
Thank you for your continued patience. Please visit our social TDM pages and ask about our promotion.
Refreshments desk.
Okay.
Konnichiwa.
See the usual junk food found in vending machines everywhere. Trifectos, Tuft Light, Shags, and a good old lemon loom. You spot a collectible card that might have some value on the top shelf. The chances of getting it, however, are probably a number with a lot of zeros after a decimal. Okay.
Irashaimase.
Trifectos. You have flashes of your childhood and begin to vaguely remember sticky orange paws. However, this is a flavor that you don't quite recognize. Seems they've been increasing the nuclear taste with each new version. Okay, so is using all of them a bad call? I don't know. Can't talk to these people. Cause like I want the card, but also I don't know.
Konnichiwa. Refreshments desk.
You haven't had a lemon loom in quite some time. Unfortunately, the only tingle left in these bottles comes from the nostalgia and not from the drink. You might want to check the expiration date on this.
Mr. Conveni.
Okay, we got the card. Somehow your last token charge was a lucky one, and you got the collectible card. You question the value of the card immediately. Alright. But we want to feed it to our friend.
Well, hello
So
again.
1 is technically a number with a lot of zeros after a decimal point. I mean, yeah, technically. Captain McYeetus.
Want to trade a McYeetus card for the plaque?
Sure, let's make a trade. Go ahead and reach inside. I left the plaque around my left arm. Make sure not to touch anything that looks important.
Gross. Can I just not? Oh, I don't like that.
That tickles.
I didn't like that at all.
This place has changed.
Tell me about it. You see, this used to be a tackle shop for jellyfishing. At some point, the cosmic whales showed up and they redesigned the place for them. Instead of arcade machines, we now have vending machines that have surprise mechanics or pachinko. I miss the old days with the Jawbreaker and Virtual Flapper. They were quite fun.
Okay, bye.
I gotta start pre-ordering things.
I don't think that you are going to stop pre-ordering things, pre-order Earl.
Make memories only regrets can make.
I mean, that wasn't really the
Thank you
source
for
of
your
my
continued
concern.
patience. Please visit our social TDM pages and ask about our promotion.
Don't know how hard I'm vibing with this at the moment, but you know, I'm not bothered. Departing
This
in an
suit's too
hour.
bulky to get for a crowd that dense. I'll have to find another way around.
Why? Can get a pass from premium members. Premium deal. Why is this wall here? Nice premium vehicle.
That's a nice little vehicle you have there.
Jolly much? This little premium skipper can do 20 clicks per minute on land and water. Sure beats what
20
you
clicks per
have,
minute is
which is nothing.
best.
How much money did you spend for this privilege?
More than you can imagine, pleb. If it wasn't for space whales like me, the Jelly Shore would be nothing more than a tackle shop on a deserted shore. I made this place happen, and don't you forget it, pleb.
Lovely.
Why is this wall here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I'm Premium Dale and you're a freeloader. How else are we supposed to separate premium members from plebs like you?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Oh,
I didn't learn anything from that. I do feel like I'm missing something. Because I'm definitely missing something. Such a likable character, right? Oh, okay. Super definitely missing.
Greetings, Inspector Domino. Quartermaster Ned here from the RCMP. To make sure we don't break your cover, I've sent a special Q-Box to land covertly near your current location. I'll be your go-to for top-secret mission accessories. All the things you need to help you apprehend the intergalactic fiend. Take this selfie drone. For now, it can only take photos, but I will be updating the firmware soon. If you need me, I'll be stationed on the Princess Andromeda, working as a covert fashion expert at a boutique called Future Clothes.
Okay.
When you board the ship, come find me and I'll outfit you with neat gizmos and upgrades. Alterations. This message will now covertly self-destruct.
Alright. Right stick, X photo mode, sweet. Number of fun photo filters to try out, and you can even control how fast time passes to get that perfect shot. Send your friends a postcard or join our social media and share your creations. When you're ready to take a picture, simply press the F12 button. Okay. No? Oh, I was hitting the wrong stick, so, yes. Sure. There you go. Picture saved. Wait, what? Okay, drone proximity. Cherry jelly dog? Gross. Cute? I don't know. Oh boy, there's lots going on here. Maybe? I mean, I don't know for sure. It looks like there's lots going on here. That is a very large cup, sir. The final boarding call races. Alright. No cats! Discrimination. Well, don't worry, because I'm not a cat. I'm definitely not a cat. I don't know what you're talking about. Sugar station?
I like my catnip tea with none of that. Thank you very much.
I mean, alright. Stop staring at me, it's so rude.
At least the flammable bin is far away from the non-flammable bin. That would be a catastrophe.
Deficient dark matter, transparent, amorphous solid. Non-Newtonian substances, always good. Okay, anyway. Barista Glenn.
Hello and welcome to Space Chuck's home of Galaxian sludge and classic rocks. Can I get you something to go, or do you have a Space Chuck subscription?
Subscription?
Why do I need a subscription for coffee?
We had too many students abusing the Wi-Fi and taking up all the seats.
Okay.
The brass figured they'd weed out the freeloaders from the real paying customers by creating a subscription. Subscribers get a seat and everyone else has to take a cup to go. I guess it doesn't hurt that this is on top of the normal price of coffee.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but...
There's also a zipper on my butt, apparently.
What's a Galaxian sludge?
It's my favorite non-Newtonian dilutant substance on a hot day. We grind Galaxian seeds down to a very fine grain and then bring it to a boil for a few minutes. We then flash freeze it to below 10 Kelvin, if you can believe it. That's where the magic happens. We smash the frozen Galaxian pucks and a sludge comes out. It's magically scientific and delicious.
How is...
The classic
See, I feel
way
like
to
the
make
problem with
rocks
games like
is
this is
to
that I don't
take
necessarily have the
petrified
patience to
Proxy
go
larvae
through
and superheat it until they
like
turn
every
into
dialogue
gas.
option
When they cool down, you have the
But
warm
you
liquid
should.
procs that everyone loves.
most of the time because, you know, there's useful info at least some of the time.
Do you have any...
The menu is right in front of you. Do you need a thermal or ultraviolet menu?
Apparently they don't. Loca mocha. Carpetiano.
Can I have a Carpetano to go?
Sorry, we're all out of to-go cups at the moment. If you had a subscription, I could make you one in a regular cup and give you a seat.
I guess that's not an
I
option.
think I'm done talking about coffee.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for ordering with Space Chucks. Remember to subscribe and pay for more than what you ordered.
Pay for more than what you ordered. Okay, well that didn't actually give me anything. So that's a bummer. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Run, run, run. Oh. Chicken stuff in a box?
Now with 20% more box? Yeah. It says, but percentage is calculated relative to the contents and its ratio to the box. Oh yes, the classic chicken and stuff in a box logic. Gets them every time.
Gets us every time, really. Shrinkflation. Even for outer space. Hey buddy, help.
Guess explorations for babies.
Andy, I'm lost. What do I do?
Did you know that in the 90s you had to call a 1-900 number to get a game hint? Whew. Wild times.
Alright. I mean, yeah.
Looks like you haven't noted what someone in the crowd knows about Jelly Shore guest passes. Stand near the crowd in front of regrets and wait until golden text pops up and then press the investigate button to jot it down.
See you later.
See you later, player one.
Okay. Okay, I see. Just have to watch people talk. Until there's something useful. Uh-huh. Okay.
At least the fireworks are free to look at. They're attracting a lot of people. Have to find a way to get to the boat before it sails. I won't be able...
Yeah, okay. So, need a guest pass. Need to convince this dickhead to give us a guest pass, I guess? Can I have a guest
Hey,
pass?
Dale. Can I have a guest pass?
You want me to just give it to you? No.
Yeah, okay.
But
And
I'll
I
trade
already
it for
have the
something
black,
premium,
so I just got ahead of
or
myself.
something
but we're
collectible
alright.
that I don't have. Like that will ever happen.
Andromeda commemorative plaque.
Hey, Dale. Do you have a space boat commemorative plaque?
How did a pleb like you get something like... Give me that, and take this guest pass. Well, loser now.
Not a pleb, but still a loser. Okay. Okay, bye.
Ciao, loser.
Okay, can I have it? Can I have it now? I thought the guest pass would get me in there. Fairly flimsy, somehow reminds you of receipts and warranties that have ink that mysteriously disappear over time. You hope that you can figure out what you can do with it before that. Alright. Okay. Can this give me anything? Hey, Karen.
Welcome to Regrets, a licensed space boat travel agency.
Give me.
So now that I have this premium guest pass, I can see the travel agent now, right?
Oh my. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Let me open the door for you. You can go in whenever you are ready. How would you rate my performance today? Please take the time to fill out a small survey.
No.
Thank you for your continued patience.
Bye.
Please
No,
visit
Karen.
our social TDM pages and ask about our promotion.
Okay, so someone got yeeted. Is it this person? Are they who just got yeeted, or were they there the whole time and I just didn't notice? Someone flew out of the door when it opened. Hey, Alan, how's it going?
Well, hello there, space traveler. Have a seat, and let's see if there's a promotion that meets your dreams. Or your budget.
Cool.
I am an investigator from the Royal Cosmic Narwhal Police.
Say no more. I will comply with Article 62, Section 7 of the Intergalactic Commerce and Law Enforcement Act. Here's your boarding pass. Have a nice day. Now please leave.
Now please leave. I mean, alright. I don't think he gave me the good one, but alright. Okay, but I did get a boarding pass. So.
Now to find a way to get aboard the... Hey! This boarding ticket says my name is Article 62, Section 7. Well, as long as I can still get on the ship, I guess it's fine.
I mean, I feel like that would give you away, but alright. Okay, but I can't. Still gotta find a different way around, though? See, that's the thing, is like, they're joking about how exploration is for babies and all when you ask for help, but like...
Hey, is that a ventilation system?
I
wonder
don't-
if these vents can get me
I'm
past
just
the
bad
crowd
at
somehow.
exploring. It's not that I don't want to. Okay, Okay, how am I supposed to get up there, though? You know, I can't jump, as far as I can tell, so... Apparently I still have one of those? It's nice when a corporation has a costly solution to a problem they created. Bengo's it really wants to pull the old LucasArts and Sierra vibes. I mean, yeah, like they literally referenced those, so...
Welcome to Space Chuck's home of Galaxian sludge and classic rocks.
Does the Jelly Shore Premium Guest Pass give me access to it?
A guest pass will only get you a small
discount,
discount.
okay.
Tell you what though, if you plan on traveling with regrets, bring me a boarding pass, and their promotion will get you a trial Tier 3 subscription.
Okay, what's a tier 3
Tier
subscription?
3 subscription. How do subscription tiers help with students crowding the shop?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I'll have a subscription with a Carpitano then.
I'll set up your subscription, choose a seat, and I'll have someone bring you Carpesiano to you. 40 Carpesiano with non-extra Newtonian vapor for here.
Okay. Sure. Is this the table? Yes.
Nothing special
But
about
yeah,
this
like I was
spot.
never good at those games, so don't know that I'm gonna be good at this one. Oh, okay. This one isn't special enough.
That table looks like it has easy access to the shore's ventilation system. Maybe I can park my mule there and make my way to the shore's security panel by way of the shafts.
All right. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. What do you think? He just pooped? Or like what? Okay. Sure. Okay. Squeeze, kitty, squeeze. Oh, okay.
Hey! That's me! How is this possible? We are not you. We are us. Why do you follow us?
What?
Us? What do you mean, us? There are only 2 of us here, and you can't just run around looking like me. That's illegal. And if it isn't, it should be. There are too many who follow us now, but you seem different. You do not seem to wish us harm.
Interesting.
Stop! Right there! Wait!
I tried to pick the second option.
Unfortunate, Inspector. We
But
thought you were different.
it cycled back around, which is frustrating.
So long, Inspector.
Like I don't. Is it just gonna go all the way back to the intro if I do that? Cause like, I would like to redo that interaction, but I don't think that I can without completely restarting, and so that's a bummer. But I guess this is in fact a demo, so we would have another opportunity if we ever end up actually playing this. So.
Isn't this a bit overkill for rats?
You would think. Creased lightning. Not everything can be solved with items and clues. Sometimes you have to study patterns or do some platforming. Reminder, if you press and hold right trigger, you can run. Good luck. Okay. Ow. No, I'm very bad. Okay. Sorry. I just had to see if it would work. Oh, come on. That one I made. I made that one. Nonsense. Nonsense. But yeah, I'm a little frustrated about the whole other cat thing not being able to do type of thing. Oh well, it's fine.
Hey boss, I found the main security alcove. I could survey the whole boardwalk from here.
What? Gordo, you ultraviolet ignoramus. I told you not to call me. What are you still doing on the Jelly Shore?
I think they're still here, boss. Fireworks were activated hours before schedule. The crowds are so thick along the boardwalk, I can't get anywhere near the ship.
Our intelligence said the thief was already on the ship. I don't give two hovering haslicks how you get aboard. Just do it before the ship launches. Eject one of those cretinous whales from a premium skipper and use that to get to the ship.
Okay, boss. Well, wait. Looks like someone's stealing one of the premium skippers from the hangar bay. Gotta go, boss.
What? Wait. What's happening? Answer me, you languid lizard. That's the last time I hire a washed-up M9 member. They never follow orders.
Brute forcing it. I mean, I had to see if it would work, okay? I did. I had to try. Wait, what? Oh, is it this one that it stops? Or not? What? But I can't do anything with this one? Aha! Okay. I was a little confused there for a moment, but we got there. Okay. So the other kitty obviously stole a thing. And there's another one to steal?
Good thing I brought my Fishbook Pro along with me.
Okay. Scan for skippers in range. I mean, there clearly is. Oh. I'm also going
Time to give Dale a premium launch.
What the?
Good. Oh god. Alright. Look, I may have not needed to
I think
do
it's time
that,
to recall my mule.
but I did it anyway.
Hey, you just appeared like one of those horses. How did you get here? And here you are. That really is magical. Next stop, Princess Andromeda.
Alright, let's go.
I hope this leads me back to the Jelly Shore.
Well, folks, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The final shuttle for the Princess Andromeda's in place.
What was that? And why is there a well-rigged PA system in the sewers?
That's right, Buck. The Princess Andromeda has finished its taxi service, so the race should begin any moment now.
Attention, this is the last boarding call for Spaceboat IGCL Princess Andromeda.
Hot pizza.
And they're off!
Well, at least this gets me to the ship, right?
Maybe. Welcome to FBC Racing. You'll be riding your fancy premium skipper at high speeds for this part of the game. Right trigger or shift to rocket forward. This will use fuel, so keep an eye on your fuel tank. Look for golden anchor pickups to replenish your tank. Your premium skipper is quite maneuverable. You can boost upwards by pressing A. Please note that this will not use fuel since it is not sustainable and will only activate momentarily. Additionally, you can use quick boost or quickly boost side to side by using the bumpers. Keep a look out for things on the track can give you a boost. You can also need to watch for things that can slow you down. The FBC Racing organization is even using luggage as obstacles. Hopefully your luggage is insured. Okay. Okay. I don't... Why... Hello? Why is it not speeding up? I'm hitting the trigger. I am confused.
Looks like we have yet another last-minute addition to the roster.
According to this, their name is Article 62, Section 7.
Sounds like an alias to me.
Hey, Article was my mother's name.
I guess I'm just out of fuel, is the deal? Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't know how that I understand how to do this very well. Okay, you can get both fuel thingies if you aim well. Okay, alright. This is very silly. And I'm not good at it. And the fuel gets burned up real quick. AB anchors.
As a rule, always
like-
steer clear of Lenny's special sauce.
You're gonna be doing this at high speeds. It's like, and not necessarily.
Looks like someone wants a pizza to go.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this at all.
Lenny's special sauce gives you the runs, but on this track it slows you down. Ooh, that was some knockdown. Ouch.
I don't
that's
really
why
know.
You should never run a race and try to deliver pizza at the same time.
Hey, buddy, I need some help over here. Hey, over here.
What do you want?
I know you don't got a lot of time, so thanks for stopping. Appreciate it.
Need some help?
I'll make this quick since you're in the middle of a race. We got a delivery to make.
Hop on, you two.
Give me a second to grab these pizzas. If we hurry, we can still make our delivery.
I'm just kind of skipping through these because I'm like, let's go.
Fine.
Thanks for being a good sport, kid. The rats don't forget favors.
Well, you better not. Also, one of them's a weird rainbow rat. Apparently.
Hey, pal. This skipper hasn't been modded or nothing. Let me see if I can do something.
Yeah, you're gonna mod it for me? I'm down.
The first leg of the race is sponsored by Lenny's. Now that's some ease.
Sponsored zone.
Did you know Lenny's mascot Swirly Pops has a tooth made of corn? Oh, I wish I didn't know that.
I don't know what
Looks like
the
we have
glowing
one
thing
last
is.
racer taking the
It's
overhead
fuel,
compartment
so-
challenge.
Would love some of the fuel. Thank you. Okay. I have this is bad in terms of I'm
I
bad.
improved your booster burn rate. Now you can blast past the competition.
That's a big help. Thanks.
Okay, this does seem
Hey, isn't that a premium skipper? I thought those were pay to win.
Premium skippers are only cosmetic.
God damn it. There is a lot of luggage causing me problems right now.
Hey, has anyone seen Dale? He's usually here to hand the winner their trophy.
He is gone. And the bouncy anchor fuels have said no for me, apparently. Okay.
Since we got the pizzas, we can use the delivery lane. Make sure to turn left at the intersection ahead.
Is that the intersection that I just didn't do? Oh, no, I see.
Looks like the last of the racers is making their way to the final leg of the race.
Oh, and I missed all of that fuel. Maybe I could just get away with it.
This part of the race is sponsored by Pepperono.
I should have been.
It's not fresh unless it screams.
Ugh. Just missing all of it. Come on. Well, I mean, I wasn't necessarily ever going to be a good racer in this game, but yikes.
We got a report coming in. Premium Dale was injured due to a skipper hardware malfunction. But not to worry, his ego is intact and the paramedic...
His ego's intact.
What do you mean he's a can of soup? That ain't true, is it?
Oh no! I'm like deep in focus on this, but also just doing very poorly. Yeah. Super great. Definitely won. Super won.
I think the pizzas are cold.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't think that I actually made that. That was a very bad race. It was not a good race. But I mean, the time on that, the timing on that worked.
Pre-order.
Worked out. Don't forget to pre-order. That worked out time-wise though. There you go, Nulgar. I have finally played Spaceboat. Are you pleased? But yeah, I think this was a fairly productive stream. Excuse me, stream, all things considered. So that racing section looks like it needs another pass. I mean, yeah, I think so, but it is a demo, so I'll forgive it for that. Yeah, I gotta get ready to have people over for dinner again. I'm tired. It's too many. It's too much. Words? Too much thing to do. too much social. Was that what I'm trying to do? I don't know. Whatever. So yeah. Glad that we finished Deliver Us Mars. That was good. Appreciated the conversation afterwards. My hair's all fucked up because I didn't brush my hair down under the towel. My hair towel after I washed it yesterday, so that's why this is all whack. Maybe I should fix that before people get here. That race wasn't in the version you played? Okay, interesting. Yeah, it was a little messy, but it's okay. I think I was also bad at it, but you know, a little bit of both. Okay. Yeah, now it's been like this the whole time and I wasn't even paying attention, but now that I've noticed it, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I don't know exactly what the plan is yet for Tuesday, but I want to do Streamiversary stuff for Tuesday. The idea is at least to do like a 6-hour stream is the plan. I don't know exactly what we're going to do on said 6-hour stream, but that is the goal. So that'll be Tuesday. I have streamed a lot in the past week, and I guess I'm keeping it up. So heck yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have much to say. I feel like I said a lot of words about Deliver Us Mars, and that was good and not a bad thing. But now I don't have a lot of words anymore. So yeah, you guys are lovely. I love you. It's been wonderful having you here, talking about it. Thanks for giving me a little bit of an extra thing to do, Nulgar, and you're welcome for finally playing Spaceboat demo. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it here. You guys, yeah, I appreciate you all, and I will see you all on Tuesday. I think I'm probably gonna start a little bit early, but if I don't, we'll just go long. And yeah, it should be a good time. I hope you guys can make it. Yes. I want to be streaming into the evening on Tuesday, I think. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I need to stop saying and just say goodbye, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.